Hey guys, hey, before we get started on today's topic, I just wanted to, I've talked to several people that have actually been watching these and have called me, and we've talked a little bit, and I realized that I don't always do a good enough job at the beginning to kind of introduce myself. So if you're just stumbling across this video, my name is Donnie Woodard. I'm a real estate agent. I'm from here, Mustang, Yukon, Oklahoma. I live here in Mustang, Yukon, Oklahoma. I sell houses throughout the whole metro. I just kind of gear my YouTube and my social and those kinds of things towards mainly Mustang and Yukon, Oklahoma, just because it's kind of my backyard. But I'll sell anywhere. If you need help, give me a call. But that's just kind of my background. Today, we're going to kind of focus on what's gone on this year to date. So I pulled up the MLS stats for our area for the Mustang zip code 73064 and the Yukon zip code 73099. And some of these numbers stuck out to me. I found a few of them kind of surprising. I think you will too. So I'm just going to kind of give y'all some facts. I'll also throw them on the screen. So we'll start with Yukon. First of all, when you talk percentages and comparing Yukon and Mustang, the 73064 zip code is pretty small. The school district is large. There's a lot of 73099 zip code that go to Mustang school district. So I broke it up in the zip code. So for reference, like the year-to-date sales with a 73064 zip code are 505, whereas with 73099 they're over 1600. So that's kind of like a scale difference for you to keep in mind when we're comparing the two. So we're going to mostly focus on percentages because so many more homes are with the Yukon zip code. So anyway, starting with the 73099. So year to date, okay, so that means January through June, comparing 2025 January through June and 2026, we're up 17% sales this year to date in Yukon than we were last year. 17% new listings. That's a big jump. For Mustang, they're 40%. There's 40% more listings, so inventory is way up. So what that means for a seller, there's a lot of options for buyers to look at. Like there's a lot of homes out there, even compared to last year, that percentage is well up. So whenever you're looking to sell your home, you're comparing your home, you're trying to figure out what price, you have to keep in mind that you have a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home that's between 14 and 1800 square foot. There may be 250 other homes out there that fit that criteria. Some of them might be brand new homes. I just made that certain criteria up and that number up, so don't quote me on that, but that's just kind of to give you an idea. If you look at just June alone, so June in 2022 or 2025 and June in 2026, new listings are up 35%. So just this month, pending sales this year compared to last year are up 15%, and closed are up 6%. And if you look at the year to date, the pending sales and closed sales, you'll notice on there are very, very similar. So it's just kind of this month, and the inventory is what has really changed in Yukon. The median sale price is up just a little bit in Yukon. So that's to be expected with kind of what's going on. Switching our focus to 73064. So the new listings year to date is up 40% in Mustang. The pending sales are up 44%. And closed sales are up 44%. So look at those numbers. That's kind of crazy. One thing that also kind of sticks out to me, we have this much more inventory than we did last year, but the days on the market have actually gone down. So don't tell me that buyers aren't buying homes right now. They are. I mean, look at these sales. In Yukon, there's over 1,600 sales this year. So people are definitely buying homes. It's just different. Every market's different. You got to learn how to navigate your way through it, figure out what's going on, and just play the game that is happening at the moment. And then sometimes when I talk to people and I kind of tell them and try to give them details of what's going on, they decide they don't want to play the game and they don't want to sell it, and that's completely fine. I'm not here to talk anyone into selling their home. I'm here to help people do what they want to do. So going back to Mustang, if we look at the year, gosh, June, just comparing June, like I said, this month is way busier than this month last year. New listings are up almost 70%. 70% in Mustang. Pending sales 37, closed sales 37. Crazy. Here is the biggest number that sticks out to me whenever you look at what's going on in Mustang. The year-to-date average and median sales price is actually down. The median sales price is down almost 10%, where the average is down almost 7%. Here is my interpretation of why the 73099 zip code and the Mustang zip code, why one has stayed the same and one has gone down. I think it's because you don't realize, sometimes we don't even realize how new homes drive the market, how so much feeds off of brand new builds. In Mustang, there's the percentage of homes that sold, homes that are listed in Mustang, new builds are way higher than that of Yukon. Whenever you're competing, this is also good information whenever you're a seller. Whenever you're listing your home, your buyers are a lot more likely to pay more money for a brand new home than they are for an existing home. That's just a fact. That comes with the warranty, comes with manufacturer's warranties. I mean, it has that brand new smell. Like most people gravitate towards that. So if you're in Mustang and you're selling your house and you're competing against that, your house might be selling it for a little less than what you expected because people are willing to pay more for a new home than they are an existing home. And then we have so many, when you talk about percentage wise, new homes going up for sale, currently active in Mustang than there is compared to Yukon. So if you ask me, that's why that number is down. I also think that, heck, I don't know when it's going to switch. I mean, there's still quite a bit of land in Mustang, but at some point that thing's going to flip on its head, and they're not going to be building as many brand new homes in maybe 10 years. I'm not sure, and that's going to drive prices up quite a bit. So if you're looking to hold on to a home for quite a while, then you're an investor, you got rent house. So I think Mustang, and people know this is no secret, is a great place to start investing in at. That's just getting in that school district. So these are some numbers. Here's another number that I wanted to just point out really quick, because in listing appointments, I have this conversation. It comes up a lot with sellers. People like to say, well, I can always come down on my price, or I'm just making these numbers up, if I list for $200,000, then I'm probably gonna get an offer at $280,000, and then this gives me room to negotiate. So notice on there, it's kind of near the middle bottom, percent of list price received. So 98.8, 99% for both zip codes. It's really not much different at all. Sales price to list price. So it's not true statistically, and those numbers are almost always like that. No matter the year, no matter the month, you can pull those numbers and they're very, very similar to that. So that to me, it says you can't even argue it, that's not true. People sell their homes for 98 to 99% of what they list it for. Whenever people aren't is whenever you get your days on the market really, really high, and you're gonna have to start coming down. But once you find what also buyers, sellers don't realize is you start high and then you come down and then you come down and you find that price that you were at, that's whenever people are more likely to give you a lower offer price, because you've already come down and those days on the markets have stacked. Whereas if you list it right from the beginning, we know there's buyers out there. We sit there and looked at it. I mean, to this year to date in 73099, over 1,600 sales. there's a buyer out there for your home if you list it right. You just got to find that price. It doesn't help you to list it high. But anyway, like I said at the beginning, my name's Donnie Woodard. I'm with Remax here in Yukon. If you need help, if you want to talk about selling your home someday, if you have a home and you don't plan on selling it for 7 years, but you still want to talk about it, I'm down. Just give me a call and I'd love to. I'll even come out and look at your home and all that good stuff. So if you are looking to sell or buy, for sure give me a call. I'd love to help you and talk with you. Thanks.